Hi, I'm Nate Angrick. I'm the technical director of the new Plymouth Players at Plymouth Plantation, and today I'm going to show you how to do a little wood graining. So first, you have your base color. I chose a nice allspice brown. And what I like to do first is a nice light color. I'm using a white cream color. Sort of makes the wood aged, and I'm just using sort of a junky brush that it's separated like that, but it works very nicely for dry brushing. And what you do is just go real lightly, just forming lines of paint here and there. And you go through, you do the whole mess of wood until you have your first color, which is white. Now usually I like to have the light color, the dark color, and then sort of an in-between. And I'm not really mimicking any specific type of wood right now, since doing Shakespeare we can sort of do what we want. So for my medium color I chose a nice passionate red color. And so just doing the same thing, add a little red dry brush right on top of the white, and it really adds a different level of color to the brown, makes it more rich. So 2 colors down, 1 to go. For my last color, using a nice dark brown. And you gotta make sure you don't get too much paint on there, otherwise it gobs on and you have to go over it again. So dip it, wipe it off both sides. And you get some dark in there. And I like the dark, so I like to add a little heavier than the other stuff. What you can also do when it comes to dark colors is add knots. And by doing that, you just sort of go down and you put pressure on and you give it a little spin. You sort of create a nice little rounded knots coming down, and let it just flow into the wood grain again. And you can sort of put some echo ripple lines around it, like so. And we got a happy little knot right there. Then for the finished product, since I'm doing sort of a wood paneling look, you have to choose a light source and give it some dimension. So you mix up a little shadow and highlight, which are diluted down dark colors. Here's sort of it's like a dark gray that is mixed with a lot of water, pretty much 80 to 70% water mix. And we choose our light source, which we'll say is coming from the top right. And then we just take the shadow at the edge of the wood and go down, and I should sort of do various thicknesses, because there's other ways to do wood grain. They actually make wood grain brushes, but since they didn't have ways to make the wood nice and flat and everything, what they did is just hack it with a hatchet or an axe. So that's why I get more of the strip look here. And then we add a little highlight, which is diluted down white. With highlight you have to be careful, because sometimes it can be very finicky. See, like right now, it's just the water coming out of the brush. You gotta be very careful going up, and sometimes it leaves right now it's an ugly little line, but you can keep going over it, collecting it. Yeah, that's a nice little highlight right there. And it brings you to the finished product, which is that. I mean, up close maybe doesn't look perfect, but from distance with stage lights, it looks a lot like wood. And that is wood graining.